Aqua Harper, multiple style karate black belt. So you have how many? Four
That was,
different.
it was
Two. I'm
yeah,
sorry. Two style karate black belts.
Right.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Lifelong martial artist.
Yes, sir. Right.
I've known you since I've moved here to Los Angeles.
Right.
We've been training Muay Thai expert and long time Muay Thai. I mean everything, right? You've been doing everything at this
right.
point
Right.
your whole life.
Uh-huh.
Giving back, always helping, training fighters, training other practitioners, always giving back.
Right.
You grew up in Chuuk, Micronesia,
Right. Yeah.
without electricity, right?
Then it was on the island without no electricity.
No electricity
Yeah.
growing up as a
Oh,
kid, right?
Kids, yeah. Yeah. No electricity. The house right in front of it.
So how did you guys fished? How did you guys tell me some. Let's go back to that.
Go back to the island,
Let's go back to the island, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Chuuk is in the part of the Micronesian
It's
islands.
Micronesia. That's like
Mhm.
the country,
Mhm.
but from the island of Chuuk.
Chuuk,
That's like the fourth state of
So there's 4 states inside of Micronesia.
Micronesia.
And how many islands are there in Micronesia?
It's like 100 islands there in Micronesia.
100 islands. Wow.
You can count how many islands.
Tiny little islands.
Tiny little islands, yeah.
And you were on Chuuk.
Yeah, I'm one of those, small island out there. There's no electricity at that time.
No electricity.
Growing up, But on that main island, they call, Moin in Chuuk.
Mm.
That's where, I went to school there for a little bit,
So to go to school, you had to go to a different island?
No, we have that kind of school on that same island that I was growing up at that time.
I see.
But it was like on the main island, like they have like electricity and all this,
Yeah.
like stores, market,
Yeah.
But on island, it was just.
How many people lived on the island?
Man, thought about the old state of Micronesia. Or
Yeah.
this
Well,
island?
not Micronesia, but Chuuk.
Man, I can't forget. I don't think even more than 100,000, but less than that.
Oh, 100,000 people lived
Yeah,
there?
less. Yeah, probably less.
Less. What
Yeah.
about when you were a kid?
When I was a kid on that small island, it was called 7 Islands at that time. It wasn't that many either. I was in that from.
But there was no electricity.
No electricity, yeah. No electricity. Well, you
And there were
at that time.
thousands and thousands.
No
Interesting.
electricity, yeah. And then you have generator, like the generator.
Now
thing,
they have generator.
At that time. That's pretty much it. What we used to like for like an hour, like an hour or two, few hours, just to have electricity at night. But
I see.
pretty much if you don't have like
In the house, you have a electric generator to
Yeah.
get
to get
lights
what-
and things
yeah.
to cook.
Sometimes even we don't have that because it depends if you have like gas,
Oh, I see.
gas,
So you have like
yeah.
a wood
wood
fire
wood
for
fire
the
yeah
cooking.
cooking,
Wow, amazing, huh?
Grew up on an island for like.
And now you live in the U.S.
Living in the U.S.
Family.
Yes. It was a dream for me. Actually,
Yeah.
As a
And
kid.
it's a territory, right, of U.S.
Yeah, it's a trust territory called it's called free compact association of the United States. Kind of like they have that relationship between U.S. You
Uh-huh.
can come here, live here, work here.
Oh, if you're from
Yeah.
Micronesia, you can
Yeah.
come and live
Yeah.
in
In the U.S.
in U.S.
You don't even need like a green card,
Yeah.
visa.
You need a visa or don't
No,
need
we don't
one?
need that.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you're pretty much like American citizen.
kind of like not really American citizen, but we just have that relationship between U.S.
I see. Amazing.
Yeah, it is. So
Wow.
it was grateful that I was, able to come here at that time.
How old are you when you moved to U.S.?
It was like 17.
17.
17.
Did you have some other family member come with you? Like your parents?
No,
Mom
no,
and dad?
no.
You came by yourself?
I came out here with like cousins, for
Cousins?
school at that time. Yeah, because education back there, it wasn't really like, it's in the 80s,
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Did you have middle school, elementary school, high school?
Yeah, we have high school. Up to high school.
So how many people were in your high school?
Man, I don't even remember how many people wasn't. But
Did you guys have sports teams?
no.
No sports teams?
No. It's just silence, like,
Wow. Not even like and no like local sports like I don't know, canoeing or I don't know
No,
what
not
kind of
really.
sports do they
Sport like at that time was like volleyball.
volleyball?
Volleyball, that's kind of our thing. But it's like you just play regular volleyball outside. And sometimes
Yeah.
we do have sport at school, at
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
And then it's not like like here, you have everything back in Ireland.
I forgot to say on your accomplishments,
Mm-hmm.
MMA fighter.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Because of you.
Yeah.
Because of you.
Yeah.
Because of you.
But you
Yes, yes.
come so, and to go back. You went 17 years old. You moved to with some cousins.
I moved with cousins, and I have an auntie at that time who lived here in Northern California.
Northern California.
The one that she was the one that helping me for my education to come out here. Because back then, I didn't even, I was 17.
Yeah.
And I didn't even finish high school at that time.
Yeah.
And that's how I got up here, because at the time I chopped off from school back
Yeah.
home, and it's like I don't even know where else to go, And then when I found out when my one of my older sister was here and stayed, and her husband was in military at that time, was, hey, maybe you come up here,
Yeah.
and then finish up your school there, education up here. I said okay, and then that's where it all started. And then it's a long it's a long story.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Oh my God, I have 9 brothers and 4
9
sisters.
brothers and how many sisters?
4 sisters.
4 sisters.
Right.
Same mother?
Same mother, same father.
They're healthy, huh?
Healthy.
In Micronesia.
Yes.
There's a girl I saw at was it the London Olympics that went to the from Chuuk, Micronesia
You mean
for boxing.
Yep. Jennifer Chen. That's one of the girl that, represented FSM boxing.
She competed. She fought Michaela Meyer, right? Michaela from here.
Yes, you remember her?
She's a boxing
She's a
contender.
boxer,
Yeah.
yes.
So how does that work? They compete against the U.S. in the Olympics.
So yeah.
The Micronesia.
Micronesia, because we have,
It's like its own territory. It's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated to to explain. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah. Is there big bases, like military bases there?
Then we have. Like
there used to be
Force.
probably, right?
It used to be like Air Force base back then.
Air Force.
Yeah, Air Force. So now like they're out in Guam, like the Marine, Air
The main
Force.
one is in Guam, the bigger one.
Yeah, and there's an Air Force.
Talking to the microphone, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's an Air Force out
Because
there.
you already speak
Sorry.
like lower, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People always get upset with me when the guys don't talk into the microphone because
Okay,
they can't hear it.
I got you.
Yeah. So how many islands are in Micronesia?
Man, I can't even count how many islands.
Hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds. Yeah.
Hundreds.
We have like how do I say that? We have outer islands, but it's just 100 islands in Micronesia.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's the main place, the main city, or the main?
They call it Moen. That's the main island.
How do you spell it?
Moen. They call it M-O-E-N. Moen. Moen.
M-O-E-N.
Yeah.
Huh. It's
So
almost like Moana, huh?
Moen.
Like the Disney,
You gotta get Disney, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Moen. M-O-E-N.
M-O-E-N. Moen.
And so there's a big airport.
Kind of like, not like actually big, but that's where the airport and all this, we have a little
Commercial airports.
kind of like,
Wow.
yeah.
What an experience, huh?
It is.
How far between each island, for example, to visit?
To visit, because there's you go by boat, not like
Everything's by boat.
Yeah, by boat, yeah. About an hour, different, and even some other island, you have to take like a big boat to go out there. So it take you like a day or two,
A day or two.
Yeah, the outer islands.
That's the life, huh?
That's the life, yeah.
Everything's slow.
Yes, everything is just
the
mellow.
speed of nature,
Right,
like true nature.
right.
Wow. Different time, huh? From U.S. now.
From U.S.
Everybody
and
always
then-
running around and
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like grow up in islands, like come here in America was like, and it's dreams. Like
Yeah.
it's one of my dreams to come to state.
Yeah. Used to watch it, like TV.
TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Hollywood,
what
huh?
all started. Like then it was like black and white TV back like in
Wow.
the 70s and 80s, right?
You guys didn't even have color TV. You had black
the
and white
back, I
TV.
was like, wait a minute,
Somebody would probably hand you down a TV.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
give you a TV, like an old one, their old one.
the old one, right? So
Wow.
it was a dream. Being here
Wow.
was like I couldn't believe it. Like even come here was I don't have nothing. Like no, don't speak English. I learn everything on my own here out here.
Wow.
One
Didn't
word I
speak
know, not even English. You know, all I know at the time was just say hey, hello, hey, hi, you know, and I learned all that from that day. No English at all.
So when you arrived in the U.S., no English.
No English.
Wow.
No English at all. So yeah, it's just learned everything from, you know, living and just, you know,
Did you experience some like a prejudice and
a lot of that. I went to a lot of that, Professor. My statue, what I'm from. They always call me this. You know what I mean? Like
what do they call you?
the time that I was like, you could either Mexican, Hispanic.
Oh yeah, you could be Hispanic. You could be a lot of things, right?
Yeah, Filipino. You know, most of the time. But people that they look at me, oh, you have black, half
Half black
Hispanic,
too,
yeah, that too in me.
Yeah.
I always get that look all the time because, you know, even days now, we still have
Till
that
today,
problem with our statue, and especially we go to like TNV or if I apply a job, you know, and we always have that problem. I went through that problem since day one when I moved out in California, you know, I work any work I can get. Back then, I wasn't really picky working at a restaurant or McDonald's or burger. I worked like even 3 or 4 jobs. Sometimes I slept like 4 hours, you know, just to survive and living, you know. So I don't know how to say that. That's just how hard. You know?
When I think of you, and I think of your tribe, your group, you know. The first time I experienced it was your first MMA amateur fight.
Right.
And yeah, I was fighting, and then all I knew was there was like I don't know, I felt like hundreds of your family members and people from Micronesia, I think, you know,
right,
all came to support, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something else. That's an experience I never forgot. And then of course, every time you fought. Anytime you wanted to support somebody, you got everybody to come out, like sleeping in cars with their families and wives, and just everybody they would support. You know, they were down.
Right.
Is that one of the things the community, your community?
Yes, that's how like
is how you got through all these hard times.
Yeah, we always we all
stuck
here,
together.
We stick together as like Micronesian. That's like Pacific Islanders, like
Pacific Islanders.
Yeah. It's like just one love, you know. Like
yeah.
For me here, like I'm always just to be. That's just how I am, like to be around with people.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not really like choosing out here and then, you know. I just stay on my lane and just, you know what I mean. Like to me, I don't know how to express that. Like, man. It's a long road, Professor. 1988, man.
It's like it's all good. It's like a one love. You guys listen to a lot of like reggae and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So you guys are. That's it. You know, you guys are no stress, no, and there's no racism probably in Micronesia. You know, so you guys don't even understand that.
Even you, like if you come around like our, you know, gathering like Micronesian gathering, like, you become like our family. Like you know, it's like one of those things. Like.
We call each other Pui Pui, you know?
What it is.
And now I think the first fight you fought, the guys are Pui Pui, Pui Pui, Pui Pui when you fought, which means brother.
Brothers, yeah. Real brothers, meaning really like meaningful, you know?
Yeah. Like a real brother.
Thing, yeah. So
people don't just say it to say it.
Just to say it. You gotta see it from your heart and, you know?
Yeah.
It was me. And then to today, I'm still that same person.
Yeah.
Change, and that's how I always remember. I always never forget what my dad always said. When you go to the state, don't forget where you come from. And I always remember that. And I will never forget my people, never forget my family, never forget friends. It's the same when I'm still around. Same here. Maybe that's why I'm, you know, just.
When I see you, I think when other people see you too, like you put everybody in in that mode, like one love, like no stress, like it's all good, you know.
Right. Yeah.
It's the like the energy you give off, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's okay, just be a good person,
Just be
and
good,
everything is
yeah.
gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah. that's that's just me. You know, we have that time and they have time. Come on, let's just be cool.
Just
If
be
you
cool.
have a problem with that, let's work it out. That's
Yeah.
just that type
That's
of
you.
person. That's me. You know, if I see you fall down, I will hope I will come. You know,
Yeah.
if I see you whatever have problem with this person, have that problem with this, just work these things out.
Yeah.
Let's just all be cool. Just have that love. You know,
Yeah.
no hating each other. Let's
Yeah.
just train. Let's just be like.
How does
Yeah.
martial arts? Because you're a lifetime martial artist.
Right.
So how does that fit into that?
It's love. It's disciplines. It's just a lot of work into it. It's martial art. It's like
Human connection.
human connection. Yes. You know.
Because people think, oh, I'm a lover, not a fighter. What do you say to that?
Some people that's a love of a fighter.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. What do you say to that? Because you're like, it's love. Fighting is love, you know.
Right. It's how do I put that in? Love. Just be real. Being
It's. I mean, you're putting yourself out there, right? It's authentic. Yeah, it's human connection. That's how
Right.
I always think of it, you know.
right. Okay.
Like, because when I think of like fighting, it's people think, oh, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But passion and it's like human connection, you know. Even if you're fighting with another person, you know, you bring out the best, yeah. But with the right environment, right? And like a martial arts school with respect and those things, like you bring out the best in everybody, right, around
Right.
you.
It's all about respect and love. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
When did you start training martial arts?
Man, I started when I first moved out here back in 1988.
1988.
Yeah.
Why did you join the martial arts school?
Martial arts school. It's just as a kid when I was back home in Islands, you know, I'm always watched like all the action movies,
Bruce Lee
movies,
Yeah.
back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, you know, Jackie Chan movies will come in the 80s when you know the kickboxing Van Damme movie come around. I was like, man, I want to learn that one day.
You know, be like that.
Yeah, I want to be like that one day. I just want to learn that one day. And then I saw it, you know, peak, and I said, and I never thought that I would even here in state that time, you know. We just
That you were gonna stay? Is that what you said?
yeah, that's how I was just gonna stay back home in Chuuk, and I never thought that I would
You would arrive here.
arrive here in state.
Did you guys have money? How did you to buy your ticket to come here? Like, how did that?
Yeah, if you have money, not really, but
yeah,
you know, family they're out of Chuuk, you know, like they're in Guam, they're
Yeah.
working, family
Oh, I
working,
see.
and
to go to Guam
yeah.
and work.
and family here in state, you know.
Oh, so they send money
They send
and
money
then
and I got
got your tickets.
Got my ticket. One of my older sisters. Yes, man. I don't even have money. How do I
Your older sister sent
Yeah,
you money to
she
get
sent
your
money,
ticket to
yes,
go to
to come here and
yeah,
stay?
U.S.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how I ended
What
up
a
here.
story.
It is. And I just
I said one of my say bucket lists, but kind of, you know, as for me to go to
Chuuk.
Chuuk, yeah,
you will.
yeah. I
You
wanna,
and I want to say
yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
go with me. You and I gotta
hopefully
go
when
there.
they lift the traveler restrictions, huh? Or
Yes.
maybe we go there the next pandemic, so nobody gets sick, right? Since we're so isolated.
Absolutely, yeah.
How's the COVID over there?
It's they're not getting any.
Nothing.
Nothing. So it's good thing it's still
They-
shut down, you know.
They what?
The airport,
The airport is shut down.
Shut down. Everything shut down there, so no one can get in, no one can get out. I think only mail that can get it, you know.
Only mail.
Only mail, yeah.
So nobody has zero
Nobody has,
cases.
yeah, 0 cases there. So that's thank God. That's a good
Yeah.
thing, you know.
And they're doing okay.
Doing okay, yeah.
Yeah. Financially or trade wise or whatever.
Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing okay.
How's tourism there?
It's yeah, 'cause I haven't been there since then. But I think the tourism there is.
You haven't
really-
been back.
I haven't been back since 2008. When
2008.
2008.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said you haven't been back since you moved
Moved.
back. Yeah. I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
wow.
It's been a while, so
Your son is your son is the oldest, yeah.
No, Kylo.
Kylo.
Yeah.
Kylo's the oldest.
Kylo is the oldest.
He's 20.
Just turned 20. Yeah.
Just turned 20.
Just turned 20.
So 2008. So yeah, did you go with him?
No, didn't even. Yeah, just only me. But they always want to go there. It's just it's a matter of him being here.
Next time you go, you let me know. I wanna go.
Yes.
Experience, you know.
Yes. It'd be nice for Vista. Yeah.
Go fishing, huh? Hang out on the.
Just running on the boat.
Yeah.
go on the different islands, you know.
Yeah. Because people go to Tahiti and those kinds of places, you know. But I wanna go to
Micronesia.
Yeah, Micronesia and
different
Chuuk.
Different Chuuk. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go to the outer islands, you know. Whatever, take you there.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful islands, beautiful people there, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
everybody's friendly. Everybody's nice.
Like everybody know each other.
Everybody's like you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So going back to you enrolled in the martial arts school.
Well,
when you moved here.
Then when I moved here, it wasn't really like a school at the time. When I went to school out there in Pennsylvania, it was kind of like
oh, you moved to Pennsylvania first.
When I first moved out here in San Francisco at that time, just to get me up here to go to school there.
Okay.
Stay with my sister.
To college.
It wasn't college. It was like it's a trade school.
Trade school.
Trade school, yeah.
Okay.
And then
what did you go to trade school for?
It was become a plumber at that time.
A plumber.
I did, right?
We were both laughing.
Yeah. I did.
Oh, wow.
2 years, bro. I've been doing that.
2 years.
2 years. So
you still can fix the sink, no problem.
No problem.
The toilet, no problem.
No problem.
In the house,
no problem. I'm like very handy.
It's like I'm calling me uncle. What do I do?
So, yeah, that's what I wanted at school at that time, and they have like Tom there, you know. And then there was a guy that was like, it's one of the like coaches at that time. And then it was teaching like a karate at the recreation. It's not even the school. It was such like get everybody, you know. That was karate. It was like, man, that's what I learned. It was doing his kata, you know. Then it was like karate, a lot of kata.
This was in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yeah. And then one day I just walk up to him, hey, how much? I didn't even speak English at that time. When I asked, I said, hey, I want to learn, you know, like I want to learn that. I want to learn.
You were watching and he saw.
I saw him doing it. I just got like before my hand. I want to learn how to fight. Teach me fight. And the guy was, oh, you just come this day and all the, you know, you try to like recruit people, you know. And then that's what I started learning that karate at that time. Yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania. It wasn't that long until when I moved out here in California. And that's what all started, because that's what I'm always wanting.
And who's the karate? So you use two different styles of karate, right? One is Shotokan.
Yeah, yes, the original that I was really stay with. One was a Shitoru.
Shitoru.
That's what I.
Who's in Montrose, the old gym there?
Oh no, that's the IKA. That's the Shotokan one.
Shotokan, okay, the one Yvette went to.
Yeah, the one that Ife went to. Yes, that's what I met Yvette there.
Okay.
But the original one that was in Pasadena, it called it Shitoru Karate.
Shitoru.
Back in the 90s when I moved.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And I met when I saw that, you know, female was a female that teaching, and it wasn't that. It's true because she's a female, you know. Usually like guys they teaching it.
Right.
But she just had that really good technique. She know how to like.
Oh, Yvette was there as well.
Oh no.
Okay,
no,
another female was
that's
there.
What I first, you know. That's
when
what
you first walked in.
Yeah, walked in.
Interesting.
In karate, that's what I got my black pony Shitoru at that time. Because even at that time when I was moving out here, I'm always like, man. Even before USC, I was keep looking around because I'm always active.
Yeah.
And martial art was like, that's the one I want to learn. I want to look around for anything, you know, like any martial art in LA. It was far, even far or not far. I got to look into it. Just kind of like want to learn. And that's what I ended up in Pasadena, because I have family, like Micronesia family in Pasadena. And then a lady that was teaching at this school was, hey, you had this dojo up there in Pasadena, you know? That's what I started walking in, and introduced me to it. And it was just her style that, you know, it's karate. And it's just, she just know how to teach. She really know how to, you know.
To understand the mechanics, how to teach, the breath. Yeah, I mean, because of all the tac fit, you know, stuff I do now, like it makes me like now become so interested also in like karate and those kinds of things, like the katas, you know,
Right. Yeah.
because it's kind of like a martial art,
Yes,
you know, the
martial
attack
art.
fit, you know.
Yes.
So I always look now at the karate and try to understand and see.
Understand, right.
Yeah.
And
It's
I've
so
seen it because
interesting.
even some of the move when you move in, it kind of like connected to that.
Mhm.
You know, martial art, even not just karate, but also jiu-jitsu, not into it. It's, you know.
Because when I was younger, I used to
Mm.
like, you know, used to make fun of katas and things like that because
Right.
I did jujitsu. So like,
Right.
haha, like katas, he's a black belt in karate,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in katas, like, you know, he doesn't know how to fight, you know.
Yeah.
But now, like, I appreciate it so much with the tack fit and what it can do for you,
Wow.
you know.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, I think you should be complete, right? Understand the whole
Right.
thing, but
Uh-huh.
it's beautiful, you know. And I really respect because I know what it can do for your health, right?
Right.
And there's a reason why they did it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you went to the school and then you just never stopped.
I never stopped. Yeah. Ever since it, my heart was just falling into it. I said, man, this is it, man. This is what I want to learn. And I just, at that time, was like, UFC started when, what year was that? 91? Was it 92?
93, 94?
Around
93,
that
yeah,
time,
93,
it was
I
before
think.
that. I was started. That's why I started doing karate. And then
Mm,
when UFC come, and I wasn't really pay attention to it. I would just stay with karate.
right.
You know, always
Stay
just wanna
focused.
stay focused on karate.
But subconsciously you're like,
Yeah.
eventually I want to
Yeah,
I want
yeah. And
to
when I saw it
know
on
more.
TV, UFC, I was like, man, I really want to do that. It's a real thing. I'm going to fight. You know, where can I find a place that I could train to get in that cage?
And then you did, so that was like the idea. You had the idea. I want to one day fight in the cage.
Yes, one day fight in a cage.
And
one
then
day.
you went to Muay Thai because you wanted
Right.
to switch up your stand-up training,
Stand-up
right?
training. It was stand-up training, and also because I was like looking at that time, I thought because thought that they were training like they were doing jiu-jitsu at that time,
Mm.
or MMA at that time.
So they're doing Muay Thai as well.
Yeah, and then they were just more focused on Muay Thai at that time, and
Mm.
and I said, well, I want to learn that. I want to learn that hard. That's different,
Mm.
you know.
The plum. Then you work the
The ends up all the time.
Yeah.
It's just
Elbows
different
and
hard
knees,
elbows and
yeah.
knees. It's just the meaning of it. Like come from the jiu-jitsu, martial art is karate.
right, right,
It's just so different.
right.
And the different hard. You look at us, whoa, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you went to Cedar Tong, right,
Right.
with Walter,
See the wall there.
and that's where we met
That's where
when
we
I
met.
first pretty much moved here.
Right.
So I think that's probably like
Or 5 or 6.
no, it was like 2000. I think 7, 8. Something
Around
like
that
that.
time, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time ago. I don't remember. I
Yeah.
remember that. I don't know if you remember if you were sparring me at that time. And
Yeah.
remember you bring what's his the guy name the guy that fought Andrew Silva.
Rio Shonen.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
brought Rio Shonen.
Brought
But,
that in.
did the flying heel hook
Yeah, the hooks. Yes.
on Anderson Silva,
Yes,
right in
yeah.
Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought
That
him by because we
Right.
were good friends.
Right.
We were training together at Team Quest,
Team Quest, right?
and Walter need him in the rib cage. No reason. I was
Yeah.
like, why he need me?
Why he need me there, right?
I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I even remember that. I think I sparred with him once. Because I guess
With Walter or Rio?
no with Rio.
Yeah, yeah.
And then with you, I think at that time we were headgear on, and we just I remember Martin, and then that
yeah,
time, and then
yeah.
and then we just I think you guys came like in the morning. It was like a morning class one
Okay,
time.
yeah.
But after we do our road running or something,
Yeah, yeah.
And then I didn't even know who you are. I didn't even know who you guys are at that time,
Mm.
because I was just focusing on just learning Muay Thai.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey man, he's the one.
But we liked each other. We had you're always happy. You always
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
hi
yeah.
Yako, and became friends from
Right.
there. And then I started jiu-jitsu, teaching jiu-jitsu there in the
That's right.
morning,
in the morning there.
like a random 10 a.m. time.
That's where it all started, Professor.
And with a handful of guys,
Right.
well, it grew, right? And it was like one time a week. Then he asked me, hey, can you do it 2 times a week and 3 times a week? I think this is like 2000, maybe 2008,
09?
9, Yeah, 09,
yeah,
09,
09, something like
2009. And then like all the like Martin Gant and
right.
I mean, I took you won too, right? You did the tournament.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
5 guys won. I think 6 guys or something.
Yeah.
And 5 guys got first place at that. It was like a Gracie Worlds or something.
Yeah. Remember it was remember Marco, right? Chiropractor Marco.
Yeah.
Him
Yeah.
And all of us.
Yeah. You won. Martin Gant,
Yeah.
Orlando Sanchez.
Yes.
Who else was there? Yeah,
Sammy there.
what's his name? What's the
Who's that?
chiropractor's name? Man, sorry. Both those are going blank.
I see.
He had an Italian last name.
The one up here in La Canilla, you mean, or
What's that?
the one up here in La Canilla?
No, not Dr. Ryan, but
Not Dr. Ryan. Marcos, no?
no, it wasn't Marco. Sorry, man. He was on the front on the cover.
Yeah.
On the cover of the building, you know. They
They
blew up. Is it Rico? Not Rico.
Rocco, right? No.
Rocco.
Yeah,
Rocco Milano.
Yeah,
Rocco.
yes,
That's
yes.
it. Rocco.
Wow,
And all you guys won, you know.
Yeah.
And then that was the beginning for me too, because I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do another school. And then all you guys won, and I was like, man, it was so gratifying, you know.
Right.
And we're just having fun, right?
just having
And then I was
fun.
like, hey, we should do a tournament because everybody's training hard and we're all
Yeah.
we're consistent, you know.
Right.
Out of the group, like you guys were the most consistent, and then all you guys won. I was like, pretty much, you know, like one guy didn't, you know, but I was like, okay, I got to do another school.
Gotta
And
do
then we
another
started
school,
the
yes.
Encino school, right?
I remember that, yeah.
And you guys are driving out there. And then we did the Pasadena school, right?
Oh
which
my,
is, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
which you
it's-
helped
Right.
the kids program. And
Right. The Muay Thai kickboxing out there, remember?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Good time, Professor.
Your
man.
kids are
It's-
training
yeah.
now, you know. Halo.
Man,
and
they were into it. They were
Even,
from
yeah.
Muay Thai, and
We'll get them
I know.
back. Yeah, they were
Gotta get
training
them
Muay
back.
Thai, you know,
Yeah.
and then they did Jiu-Jitsu.
and they were following me through that, and then
Chosen's pretty much grown up on the mat, huh?
on
Since
that
he
too,
was
yeah.
a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in his walker, right?
Walker,
His
right?
walker on
Yeah.
next to the mat.
Yeah.
And then we did the Burbank, right? That was the third one, you know, and then yeah,
It's
been with me
it's-
ever since, you know.
Ever since from day one, Professor. You're
MMA training. We did MMA training. You helped me for my fights, you know. Like today's Facebook memory was 9 years ago. 9 years ago.
yeah.
You helped me for one of my last fight, right?
last
My
fight.
last MMA fight, which was in the south of
France.
France.
France. That's where you went.
What's that?
Yeah, I remember that. Remember?
Yeah. Ronda Rousey, right? She was there. She was helping me. Like, it's crazy, huh?
It's crazy.
Some of the
yeah.
memories.
A lot of memories. She was there with us all. That's who
Yeah.
she all started there too
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
Remember?
She was training with all you
Training with
guys,
all of
training
us,
with
yeah.
us, yeah, with our MMA
Yeah.
team.
Wow. That's why I kind of like when Facebook popped up.
That's crazy, yeah.
Should I
Facebook,
look
it's
at
cool,
it?
right? Because you see these things,
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, I
It's a
forgot
good
about
thing. I
that,
forgot
you know.
about that. Wait a minute. I'm like,
9 years ago today, you shared it. I was like,
yeah,
oh
I gotta
man,
remind him, hey, don't forget where you come from, bro. Right? It's crazy, right?
yeah.
And I look back, I was like, man, that was you, bro. Right? We go at it, right?
And
It's
you're
because of-
you're still training, you know.
Mhm.
You know, I know it's difficult for you, like you know, you live in like on the opposite side of Pasadena from here, you know, but
Right.
still make the effort to come and
To join
train,
us.
you know.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you
always
for-
appreciate,
Yeah.
your
Thank you for
seeing
always,
you,
yeah.
your friendship,
Thank you.
your
Thank you,
effort, you know, everything the energy you always bring.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man, because it's of you. Give me the opportunity to become who I am today, like
You know,
fight.
Man, you fought,
know?
you know, you fought, you know, how old are you when you did your,
Oh my pro debut then.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like 40.
You're 40 already.
41. right?
41, yeah, 41.
Amateur was like,
You know, you got to
39,
fulfill
40, yeah.
your dream of of watching the first UFCs, right? Fighting in
Yeah.
the cage,
right,
you know, family man,
Yeah.
kids, you know.
right. It just, and then, like I said, you know, it's because of you. I said, man,
Ah,
because you
but
believe in me, bro. I said,
yeah.
man, I couldn't believe you let me fight. Like, even my, oh, you got to fight in that cage, no. And I say, and, you know, if we be able to believe in me, that and I can do, this is what I always want to do it, you know.
Because you act always you're so nice, you know, such a nice person.
Right.
But when it comes down to the fight time, you know, like
Right.
you're a performer, you know, like you won the Nogi Worlds,
Right,
right? You
yeah.
compete well, you fight well,
Yes.
yeah. So I always remember that, you know. So
Thank you. Yeah.
if you're of course you're my, you know, of course
Thank
I always
you.
believe in you, of
Thank
course,
You. Thank you.
of course.
Thank you.
And one of my favorite memories, still till today,
Who is it?
is your MMA. I think it was your amateur MMA debut
Mhm.
when you armbarred the guy,
Oh wow, yeah.
and you had like, I don't know, I felt like 200 people
There was just jump off the fence.
jumping
Yeah,
off the
yeah, it
fence.
was like
Like, you know, usually the people have their group, but your
Uh-huh.
group was like
it was a lot. It was I mean
hundreds
seeing it,
of
right?
people. Yeah,
Even people back home, they're
Yeah.
so proud of that
Yeah.
because it's like I'm the only one at that time to do this for like
Yeah.
I become a professional MMA fighter
Mm.
doing this crazy thing as
Yeah.
a mixed martial artist. And for me, I like man, I don't sometimes don't believe I did it.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's what we do, right? Is make dreams come true, right?
True, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's it. Going for it, just doing it.
just doing it. You have
Yeah.
that dream, you have to
You
follow
showed
that
up, you
dreams.
did the work, and
Yes.
it's just a matter of
Yes.
it comes down to that, right? And
Right.
then just doing it,
Yes.
going for it,
Going for
and you
it.
did it. You know.
I did it.
So congratulations to you.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. It's
Thank you,
it's an
people.
honor,
Thank
to
you.
be a part of your
Same as
journey.
ever. Thank you. Yeah.
And one of the things that I love about you is how much you give. You know, you give and you share. From like I mentioned before, like helping others train for fights.
Right.
You're always there for all of us.
Always,
you know,
always.
including
always, yeah.
myself. You know, hey,
Right,
what do you
yeah.
need? Can I help you hold mitts?
Yes, yeah.
In our Muay Thai classes here at Legacy,
Yes.
you know,
Of
always
course, yes.
anytime
Yeah.
we need anything, you're
Yes.
the first person to you know, I can help, you know. Always
Right.
always that person.
Right. That's just me. It's just all from my heart, and I gotta follow that heart. That's just the way I'm brought to be.
Yeah.
From
Where
day
where
one.
does that come from? That character.
Things come from my father. It's my parents. I think that's where they come from. Grow up to be like an isolated island. Like what like so quiet, nothing. You don't see no building, you don't see no cars. And always, there's a lot of discipline that come from my parents. Back home, I will never forget.
Yeah.
And today, today,
Till today.
never forget that.
To help your neighbor, help whoever needs
Always,
help.
whatever
You're
needs
there for
help,
them.
I'm always even then like
I think it's probably a matter of survival too, right?
survival. Yeah, like
If you don't have that quality in you.
and I always like things in the house. I always like I will never forget as a kid. I always clean the house for my parents, even my older sibling, my older brother and sisters. And sometimes when you have like a washing machine, we don't even have that, and I have to like wash all the clothes for all the family, like even my brothers and my sister. Like if we wash clothes, we use this like the water. We don't even have like like shower. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not really like
The
complete
scrubbing board.
Yeah, scrubbing board. So it's just those things I will never forget. Even like go fishing with my mom that time, always, or like farms, like do like what do you call it? Taro, we make taro. They make the taro for like coconut, not taro, coconut, for make oil at that time too.
Yeah.
So
Kerosene, right?
no, not kerosene, but it's like how do I say it? When you cut the coconut and you cut it, and they at that time they have like a factory. They make it like to use like oil, like to put on your body, like kind of like
coconut oil.
yeah,
like
coconut oil, kind of like that.
like a cream and stuff.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I remember even those days had
So you guys would like farm it,
Farmers, yeah.
make it, or
Yeah.
what do you call it? Farm it and do that in the fields, and
In the
then you
fi-
would sell
yeah.
it to the
Sell-
factories.
yeah, that's what I will never forget those days. And I wanted the kid that I'm up in the morning. That's like my job, like side job, making money, like my bag. Just so hard, just doing that with one knife. You just skipping that coconut for the whole day, and he make that big old bag, like a big bag of trash.
Yeah.
It take me like hours to make that the whole day to make money. Go on the main island, morning, just to make like $20 a bag. Not even sometimes if you understand that. Make it's just.
I can't imagine you getting stressed out, but does anything stress you out?
Like here now, I mean,
Yeah.
no. You know what? Nothing really stressed me out.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it. If I have that, like,
I always say like you never age, but now you have you have the beard with the white on it,
Yeah, yeah, right.
Otherwise, man, it's like this guy doesn't age.
Yeah, right.
But it's not getting stressed.
No, not really stressed me. I don't think
Martial arts,
no.
the moving.
It's a martial art thing. I mean, I'm
Family.
doing it every day all year long.
Yeah.
Been doing this since day one, Professor. and I'm always stay active. It's training.
And you protect your mindset. You never let anything
No,
affect it.
no. So that's why, you see it. I'm training every day,
Yeah.
All year long. I always do something,
Yeah.
you know. If I don't do anything, I'm going crazy. I gotta do. You get to train martial art. I gotta go to the gym and do a little
Yeah.
workout here, and I always stay active. Always stay active.
I think it's very challenging, for like probably most of the world, to keep protect the mindset, with
Right.
the lockdowns and the
Right.
restrictions and things. How do you handle it? What do you tell yourself? How do you approach it?
It's just uh, like with a shutdown thing. Like I just
Yeah. Yeah. People have a lot of anxiety, like financially, and just like a lot of things. You
Yeah.
can't go out to dinner. You can't sit down somewhere and
down
eat.
somewhere.
It's like, it's like first world problems, right?
Yeah. I just it's normal. I'm just always like normal. It's just like going to a restaurant and other stuff. That's kind of like, man, we need, because sometimes I always want to just go out and eat at the restaurant,
Yeah.
sitting out.
I know you
Yeah.
like to do that. We used to always do
Yeah,
that.
we always do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but training wise, like I'm always training. You can
Yeah.
train at the house or sneak somewhere.
But how do you approach, like, are you frustrated with like some of the things, the restrictions with the pandemic,
Oh yeah, like the mask on, and when you train
the masks on? Yeah. So what's your mindset to not let it bother you? Because I feel like nothing bothers you.
nothing bother me. Just
Nothing really bother you.
Yeah, nothing really bother me.
So if you can't go out to dinner, or you can't, if you have to wear a mask, you're like, okay, gotta wear a mask.
Yeah. Those are the you have to, because of
What do you tell yourself though, in your head?
in my head,
Yeah.
not wearing mask.
No, but you have to wear a mask, right?
Oh yeah.
So what do you tell yourself to keep a good mindset, to not let it bother you?
How do you say that? Not to bother me, like
To not so you don't get upset about it, so you
uh-huh.
get mad. What do you tell yourself? Is there anything you say, like
like
just to, because it's like, oh, I have to put a mask on. It doesn't feel good,
yeah.
Or I don't. Is there something else that bothers you? Like
Just the mask on me, like
what kind of things frustrate you or get you upset? Like the gyms are closed, right?
oh yeah. The team close, and then you can't go out there. You can
Go to the trails,
go
right?
to the trails, which you can
Go to the
especially my
beach.
kids. Yeah, go to the beach. You can the whole thing. Like you can't do anything.
But did you get mad about it?
I cut off. Yeah, cut a little mad about it. Yeah, it is. It's gotta make me because I can't do anything.
So how did you get over it? What did you do? What did you tell yourself? I'm curious because you're such a positive guy.
Just I always think this way. Like you get in that, I just try not to get into my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just try to stay positive.
You can't control it.
I can control it, and you say that.
You can't control it. You just don't let it get in your head.
Yeah, just don't let it into me.
Yeah.
I just try to just
And
stay
smile
positive.
and stay
Yeah.
positive. Smile
Stay
and
positive. That's what I'm just trying to do.
have fun. Keep training.
Keep training.
Train outside. Train in the street. Train in your garage.
Always,
Train
yeah.
wherever you can train.
Always. That's just the bossy way when all these shut down. I just not let it get into me.
Yeah.
Because if it does, and then you know what I mean.
Then it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. So I just do me as like just a normal thing. With this, I'm not gonna let this give me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just try to stay focused and stay positive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You have the Warriors garage in your house, and the kids from the neighborhood, guys from all over Pasadena, right?
Right.
Since I don't know, it's been like a decade, at least 10 years, at least.
Since
Kids have grown up,
in
It's
the house,
crazy,
It is.
And then you help with the Fight Academy with Savant Young.
That's what I'm.
You help him,
coaching
coaching over there, helping him, and all kinds of guys, over the years.
Over the years. you, man, like you know what I mean? Like, man. And all people always ask me, yeah, and I said, man, no, it's my brothers, it's my people, you know.
Mm.
So funny, it's my
Pui.
brothers. Also, he's, you know, I train. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, how do I say it? I just gotta follow follow people that good people, good fight. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Want to be around that fight. You know.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still here. Just keep following, just keep training, follow the dream that I'm living in. You know.
Yeah.
You know, as a martial artist, I just gotta keep moving forward, but keep learning. Always learning, and that's why I'm here to see with you all these years. It's the support the love that he gave me, and learning. Jiu-Jitsu is one of the
Completes your journey.
Yes, yes. It's a long. I know it's a long journey, but no matter what, I will
See it through to the end.
To the end. Stick to
I
the
appreciate your loyalty.
Yes, thank you
for all the years.
All the years, too.
What about your kids? What would you like to? What are some of the things you would like to see them do in their lives?
First, I told them
Advice.
Just be a good person, you know. Be a good role model. Like just to see where I come from, you know. I want them to remember that. When I come, you know, I always remind them that I came in this country. I don't speak no English. I don't have nobody at the time either, you know. And all of this is all me. I was think that I dreaming it, that I really wanted. I really, really work hard to it. Same like training. Like for work, it was so hard work. I gotta keep going, no matter what. And I always tell my kids that I know my son that he wants to fight in MMA. He wants to kind of push. I want to try to fight, and I told him, no, get your education first. I told my kids, education come first. Get your education first, because I don't have that, and I want you guys to have that. And I want to be there for you guys. You know. That's what I always tell them. That just have a good heart, and be smart. Have a good mind. Be smart and have a good heart. You know.
Would you like to see them all practice some kind of martial arts?
Yes. Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, any martial arts that whatever that fits you, whatever that you like, do it. Like for me, I'm always learn any different art, no matter what art it is. Any martial art, and it could anything. That's why I'm doing this. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Never stop learning. I'm always learning. Anything. It's the same thing like for work, you know, like I told you, for work, for anything. And I come from nothing, and I don't, how do I say it? Just to bless the have, you know, what I have now, bless what I'm around with, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. What like, you know, you seen looking back in your journey, you know, coming to the U.S., you know, from Micronesia and all that. What are some things that you would have done that you think you could have done different to do better?
When I was back home, or
no, when you just in your life, what are some things that you feel like you could have maybe, like, not the regrets, but improvements you think could have helped you in your life? Like you told me about your kids, you want to make sure they get education.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you wish you would have had coming here, and also even when you were here when you arrived in the U.S.?
In the U.S., you know, school. You know, go to college. Those are the things that I always wanted to do and couldn't do it. And that's why I ended up doing martial art, because it was like martial art started become like the thing that
your consistency.
Yeah, consistency doing it.
Discipline.
So like I always tell, man, if everybody comes from school, I'm here just to learn martial art now. Like these martial arts just become, you know, think that I'm doing it every day in, day out, you know. So those are things that I wish I could, you know, finish, you know, school, you know, college, and, you know. But I guess in the end, I just learning the martial arts, just become just loving it, you know. I pick up like this the school, like the hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's your school.
School now, like
that's your school. Well, I think like you're the example, you know, of like community and like the school and these things, you know, like I think the most important thing I was telling my kids, no matter what, is to be a good person.
You're pretty right. That's true, yeah.
And everything will follow,
That's true. Everything will, yeah, that's
especially
true.
with all the technology and things that we have. I think the main things
Right.
is to be a good person, and you really set the example, I think, for all of us. And so thank you for being a part of my life and your friendship.
Thank you.
And I appreciate always your loyalty. Can you put up your shirt? You have an old school crane style Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Put that up for the camera. Yeah.
The first one, right?
The first one, yeah.
First, yeah,
I think I was still fighting right at that time.
So you're fighting at that time. This is your first shirt.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that, right?
Yeah.
I will never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all because of you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be a part of your journey and everybody's journey.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's a privilege for me, and I don't take it for granted.
Right.
I know you drive, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, to come train, and I know it's a time sacrifice, and you're busy with your family and work, and you do it, you do it from the heart.
Yes, thank you.
And so I don't take it for granted, and I appreciate you always coming to train. I appreciate you coming to talk and hang out.
Thank you,
and share a little bit of your story. And what's your Instagram, your social media?
Oh, Ako Harper. I think my IG was Ako underscore
AKO, right?
AKO Harper.
Yeah. Underscore Harper.
Harper, yeah.
And then you have like a Warriors Garage too, right?
Yeah, the Warriors Garage.
Underground, underground gym.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That you've been helping the community with,
yeah.
Kids from the neighborhood.
Yes, everybody.
Yeah, kids that maybe can't afford to train,
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my heart, open, wherever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for your friendship.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate it.
Thank you for everything.